Gentlemen, welcome in the new restaurant in Warsaw. The restaurant is called Zielnej. This is the first slow food restaurant in Poland. Today we will taste some wines. Piotr Wojda, sommelier, and Jean-Michel Kas is going to present you the wines, and I hope you will have a nice chat.
With pleasure, of course. So let us start with different wines from our vineyards. The first one is called Montagne Noire. Montagne Noire is a selection of the young vines that we produce in the Languedoc region, and we will start with the Viognier, which is a particular aromatic grape. We produce different notes such as apricot, which is the main. And the idea with this wine was to produce an easy drinking wine, offering a white wine with a lot of flavors. Again, dedicated much more for the wine bar and especially for wine by the glass. Mm-hmm. So here is Montagne Noire. Montagne Noire started a few years ago with the project of Domaine Los Talcas that you will see in a few minutes, discovering this one named Estivals from Domaine Los Talcas. Domaine Los Talcas is 100 hectares vineyard, and 40 hectares only are doing the great wines, the first growth and the second growth. Here Estivals is the second growth, and then with the young wines, the young vines of this vineyard, we are preparing Montagne Noire.
Montagne Noire, that means red mountain.
That means black mountain.
Black mountain.
Yeah.
Does it connect anything to the wine, to the name of the vineyard, or?
No, black mountains are to be right the old volcanoes in the center of France, and as this area is the Cas family decided to plant some vines in this area because of these volcanoes, because it's such a high place. Okay. And as we get a high place, we get low temperature during nights, and of course we can have slow maturity and also and almost a good acidity into wines, which.
So what is the influence of the volcano for the wines?
Well, the volcano themselves, I have to say nothing. Historically, if you were in Sicily, I can say yes, there's a lot of influence about the stones, but in here it's too old to have such an influence. In this area of France, the only thing is the highest with the temperature. Mm-hmm. And the winds. The winds, especially on the Montagne Noire, are very important. In this way, they give us the opportunity to offer some kind of wines with freshness and good balance. So let's
try.
Yeah, let's taste it.
The nose is very nice, pretty aromatic. I mean, Viognier is very, I would say, specific grape variety. Do you think it's the grape variety for everybody? You said it's good wine to propose this as by the glass, for example, in the wine bars and the restaurants.
Definitely by the glass. You can start an evening or lunch by such a glass. But to me, to eat with such a wine, it's more complicated. You should keep it for some dessert or some special dish. But just by the glass, fresh, a little bit of ice if needed.
But this is pretty popular in France to put the scoop of ice in the glass of Viognier.
Well, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the rosé, on the such a Viognier, simple, fruity. Well, why not? Why not? That's what we call the swimming pool type of glass, with a swimming pool rosé or a swimming pool Viognier. Why not?
So that means you agree that it's not perfect one with the food, but to drink it as a wine, that's it.
As a wine, only by the glass, yes, wonderful. For the food, it's mainly for dessert. Yes, mainly for dessert.
Because of acidity?
because of the fruitiness, because of a lot of apricot touch. It couldn't match like a Chardonnay or like a Sauvignon we will taste in a few minutes. It's more complicated to prepare a meal accordance between the Viognier and the meal. So by the glass is just wonderful.
Viognier basically is the most famous, well-known, the Rhone Valley, of course, north of Rhone Valley. There's plenty of producers producing white wines from Viognier in the south of France.
Absolutely, and mainly for the appellation called Condrieu. Condrieu, it's definitely 100% made from Viognier, and we can consider that is the top of the Viognier production of Viognier in the Rhone Valley. Yeah.
We're trying to copy the style a little bit, like make something similar to Condrieu?
No, because first of all, it's not at all the same terroir, and the second thing is, again, it's made from young vines. So from the young vines, you cannot expect to do such a great wines like Condrieu. We produce this wine to keep it simple, easy drinking, friendly wine. That's it.
So it's quite unusual to make the Viognier as an oaky wine. For example, in South Africa, they are making a lot of oaky Viogniers, and they are, let's say, interesting. I know that the word "interesting" it's not a good word, but why they are not using the barriques for the Viognier in France? Because it's a different idea for the wine. It should be a very fruity and very soft, easy drinking wine.
To us, this kind of wine at such a proposition for us, yes. We don't want to build a huge wine with a lot of complexity. Again, the main idea and the target was to produce simple, yes, easy drinking, simple wine, just for fun. We are able to produce, and we have another cuvée called Eclipse, which is a kind of sister cuvée from Estivals, from Los Talcas. When we prefer to blend it with the old Viognier grapes, with some Marsanne, some Roussanne too, and then we're aging it in a little bit of oak for 8 to 10 months, and then we have something complex, something different. But
so it's also typically for Côte d'Ivoire, right?
Exactly.
In the same style, yes, and the same idea.
You said this is a young vineyard. Okay, there is no oak used at all. What about the aging potential of this vineyard? It's got nice acidity, it's got nice body, a little bit of fatness as well as usual. What do you think? How long is gonna be held?
We produce that range Montagne Noire to be poured and to be enjoyed during the year of production. To be honest,
so it should be a young one.
Yeah, it should be a young wine. We doesn't expect about this one to have a huge potential of aging. Of course, by the midnight on the New Year Eve it won't explode, but of course, on the about 2 years it's enough. It's enough. But generally, with such type of wine, in a few minutes it's over. So
I just have a last question about the vineyard, about the food and wine matching. You said this is good wine for the dessert. I would say in Poland people refrain a little bit to match dry white wines with the dessert. What would you recommend? What would you say with that?
Well, we can recommend with that type of wine every cream dessert, even dessert made from apples, from a lot of stuff of pies, different creamy desserts, and even if ice dessert would be fantastic, but pie and creamy dessert is just perfect for this.
So I think it's worth it to compare with some dessert with their own acidity. So if we are not finding the acidity in wine, we can find the acidity in the desserts. So apple pies, lemon tarts.
Exactly.
I agree.